What is up, patrons? I'm talking to you today from my new studio. I've just come back from New York and then Milwaukee. I'll talk about that in a minute. And while I was away, Kim prepared this empty space and turned it into the studio that you see before you right now, with this fantastic wall of toys that we've played with. We've got studio lights. We cleaned up these walls. We've got a pull-up bar set up. The place is looking great. It's not finished, but it's looking absolutely fantastic. Here's a clip of what it looked like before. All right, Kim, so we've got this office space that I never seen last time. We've got 2 sinks. So we've got running water and a fridge and a toilet to ourselves. So that's good. And then we've got the actual studio floor space itself with a roof, massive roof. And then we've got upstairs. And then we've got an entire other studio space, which is absolutely massive. And then we've got another storage space here, which you could do a podcast from, or music room or something. And the mezzanine is pretty cool. Come over here and you get your studio space. Let me give you a quick tour. So down here, sorry, the lighting's not great elsewhere around the studio. We're still working on that. So this is the ground floor. This is where most of the magic will happen. But we also have an upstairs section. Let me show you around. Wait till you see what Kim's done up here. Still not got the lights sorted out, but look at this place. Isn't that just fantastic? We basically have a little area where we can work, where we can relax. We have a wall of very interesting things. Some of Kim's artwork, my play button, some mugs, some Rubik's Cubes, a mirror. This place is going to change everything for me. And also, the coolest thing about the studio is the mezzanine. If we look over here, we can see the floor down below. And underneath me right now is a couple of offices where we can work. So I know what you're thinking. How do we possibly afford this? Well, let me tell you. So, as many of you know, we are currently in Scotland, particularly in Dundee. And this building used to be an old mill. Dundee had a really quite extensive jute industry, and when that all closed down, there was left lots and lots and lots of old mills. And these places are great for factories and things like that, and some people have converted them into houses and offices, all sorts of things. This one's been converted into a kind of like a half office, half showroom, which makes it perfect for a studio, and that's exactly what we've done. So the sound isn't great right now, the lights aren't great, but we're working on that. But we've got this enormous empty space, and because of the state of the industry in Scotland right now, and with Brexit and all that, things are extremely cheap. So we got this studio for 6 months only for absolute pennies compared to what you would expect to pay in somewhere like LA or New York or London or something like that. So we've got this massive space which allows us to do all kinds of things. Let me show you what I'm working on right now. So this week I'm working on learning to crack a bullwhip, and because of the big echoey sound of the studio, it makes a fantastic sound, and I'm actually getting pretty good at it. Check this out, right? Hear that? Someone actually sent me this bullwhip in the mail. It's pretty cool. So that's what we're working on this week. That's not going to be the final skill we want to learn. I want to get really good at this and actually get to the point where I can start hitting stuff and be accurate with that bullwhip. I'll tell you why I was in New York. First of all, I was there to visit YouTube New York. They have a studio there. They invited me there for a week to meet some creators, meet the team there. It was really cool. But just as I was about to get on the plane, I got a call from Samsung, and they told me that they were working with a guy called Casey Neistat, you might know him, and that they wanted me to fly out to Milwaukee to help out with this Christmas video, which if you're watching this as soon as it comes out will be the next day, so that'll be Monday the 18th that comes out. I'm not sure exactly how many frames I'm going to be included in the video. I was there to help out along with a bunch of other creators. We were helping out a bunch of kids that attend something called the After School Club. It's across America. It's for underprivileged kids. It's there to help them after school, particularly. Lots of them come from backgrounds that maybe don't have such a supportive environment at home, so it gives them somewhere to go and chill out and learn and work together after school. So we were working with those kids. We gave them lots and lots of free Samsung equipment, and they were going nuts. They were filming with the brand new Note 8s that they got, and we encouraged them to make a movie. So that movie will be out then. I'm not sure how big of a part I'll play in that movie, but that's why I was in Milwaukee. So when I came back and seen the studio that Kim had transformed from an empty shell into this wonderful place that we can work, I was I was completely pumped for that. Anyway, thank you very much for supporting the channel. I hope you've enjoyed this sort of little studio tour. There's going to be lots of cool stuff being made in this studio. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you on the next Patrons video.